Greetings, horror freaks. Welcome to another episode of If It Involves Horror Movies, Pizza, and a Couch, Count Me In. I am your host, your favorite gay witch, Joby Snyder, and a quick disclaimer before we start the video. This series of videos, this channel, is strictly about horror movie reviews. I will be picking some of my favorite horror films throughout horror history and doing a review on them. So, there will be spoilers in these reviews. I will be talking about the ending of these films, what the films are about, and what happens throughout the film. So, if you haven't seen the particular film that I am discussing, I highly recommend going to see the film and coming back to the review. You do not have to do it that way. You can do it whatever your heart desires. It's all right by me. If you're okay with spoilers, watch the review. If you want to go see the film first, go see the film first. Totally up to you. So let's get started with tonight's video. Let's do it. Now, I am so excited to be reviewing this film. This is absolutely one of my all-time, I say this about all the films, but this is my all-time favorite slasher movie from the 80s. This is a classic. If you are a horror fan, you've seen this film. If you haven't seen this film, that's okay. But true horror fans, mainstream horror fans, know what this film is and have seen the film. And I am talking about the classic 1983 slasher Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp was released on November 18th. Has a running time of 84 minutes. The budget for this film was $350,000. In the box office, it grossed $11 million. And yeah, guys, I'm so excited to do this film. This is literally my go-to film when I am just trying to relax, or I'm having a snack, or I just need something on in the background. I always go to Sleepaway Camp. It is my go-to movie. I have seen this movie trillions upon billions upon hundreds of times. It's literally one of my all-time favorites. So Sleepaway Camp is about a young girl who survived a tragic boating accident with her young brother and her father, who died in the accident. She's living with her cousin and her aunt, and it is her first year going to summer camp. Her and her cousin go to this summer camp, and soon after her arrival, counselors and campers start getting killed off in pretty gruesome ways. And that is literally the gist of this movie. She is picked on constantly. This movie is really just like Carrie and Ridge Carrie 2. This film is a lot about bullying. And it really does speak about bullying and how other kids are just awful to other kids. It really stands out in this film. The plot is it's your typical 80s slasher basically, but it's such a gem. And she doesn't talk very much. There is a boy at the camp that is friends with her cousin who actually gets a crush on her, and she actually opens up to him and speaks to him, but everybody else are just so short with her and thinks she's weird and makes fun of her because she's not fully developed as a girl, which we will come back to in a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the film and what the film's about. And yeah, shortly after she gets there, people start getting brutally killed, and it most certainly is a slasher movie, and this film does have a pretty decent body count.
good time. But of course you will. Take good care of my little girl, Richard. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, dear.
Yeah, I want to continue talking about the bullying in this film just a little bit because again, I was bullied in when I was younger, and movies like this when there is bullying and kids are being tortured by other kids, they really stand out to me, and I think the director did a really good job of telling the story of how people that are different really get treated like shit, and she is an awkward character. But the thing is, she went through this horrible um, thing as a child, this accident. She went through this, and so she grew up odd anyway, being the survivor. And if you know the twist to this film, which we will get to here in a little bit, but then you already know that she's awkward, she's different. Um, but yeah, the kids are just so mean to her in this, and I mean, there's no surprise. And again, spoiler alert: there's no surprise that Angela is the killer. They try to make you think that it could be anybody and that she's our final girl, but it's so very obvious that as these kids and these counselors get killed off one by one, that Angela is really the one behind all of it, and her reasoning for being bullied, but she also hides a deep dark secret that comes out during the end. But yeah, she is picked on quite a bit, and she is the one running around teaching these kids a lesson. Basically, is basically what she's doing when she kills everybody.
You haven't reached puberty yet. Is that it? I bet you don't even have your period. That's enough, Judy. Angela's allowed to shower in the morning or any other time she wants to. Yeah. She takes showers when no one can see. She has no hair down below. Judy, she's a real carpenter's dream. The lattice of Porter needs a screw. That's enough. Fuck off.
Now let's please talk about the kills in this movie, because the kills in this movie are so fucking epic. They really are. This is a great slasher film, and you get a great body count and great kills. They are very, very unique. You get your occasional knife in the back and your head chopped off, but there's really such a variation of kills in this film. A guy gets boiling hot water dumped all over him. He very much deserves it. And what else? There's a girl, one of the girls that is very, very nasty to Angela. She gets smothered with a pillow while being raped with a curling iron. It's not as gruesome on film as it sounds coming out of my mouth, but it is implied when you see that scene, and it's so brutal. Yeah, there's a guy gets killed with a beehive, gets stung by thousands of bees. The kills in this are so over the top, and the prosthetics and the practical effects that are in this film is so great. It's so 80s, and it works so well. The practical effects are so amazing to see on screen because they do look brutal and they do look very real. And then that's one of the reasons why I love this movie so much, because the kills they never get old. You can watch this movie 1,000 times and the kills are always on point. They never get old. They're really, really enjoyable to watch on screen. Now let's talk about the most important part of this film, and that is the ending of this film, because we not only did we find out that Angela is the killer and has been killing everybody throughout the course of this movie, but we get a I love twists in horror films and any film really. Twists are why we go to see films, I think. We want to go, what didn't see that coming? And for people in 1983 going to see this film, even the people that were in the film didn't know what he was doing or how he was going to end it. So when the scene comes and they find Angela on the beach with Paul, the boy who had a crush on her, and she's holding his severed head in her arms, and she stands up and she's got this look on her face and she's growling, and the camera peels back, and it cuts to one of the counselors like in awe going, oh my gosh, she's a boy. And then it cuts to her and it's full on Dick and Bush. And this whole time Angela has been the brother, Peter. Peter survived. His sister Angela and his dad died in the boating accident, and Peter's aunt has forced him to live his life as a girl, to live his life as Angela, because she wanted a little girl. So it explains why Angela is so fucked up. In the movie, one of the kids asks her, Angela, why are you so fucked up? Well, that is a big reason. And what an epic ending. Like, I kind of wish that they did a little bit more with the ending, but it honestly, it sums it up. She's killing everybody and she's a he. So and I think a lot of horror movies have done this with like the transgender thing, and I don't really consider it transgender because horror films really didn't get it right when it comes to that, especially in this day and age. I think people might even be offended a little bit that it's not a trans movie by any means. It's just for the time that it came out and just what it was just, that was a shocking ending. And a brilliant ending, and again, you see the whole thing, and it's just an epic twist, and most people that haven't seen the film knows how this film ends. That's how groundbreaking it was. People know how this film ends. So that was my little review on the 1983 horror gem of a slasher film, Sleepaway Camp. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this film. Let me know if you loved it. Let me know if you hated it. Let me know how you feel about its twist and all the amazing kills that go with this film. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd highly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Comment. Let me know how you feel about the reviews. Let me know if there's any films that you recommend that you would want to hear me talk about. I would love to hear from you all. It would really mean the world to me. So I hope you guys are well. I hope you're staying safe, and stay scared. Happy watching, and blessed be.